What if the biggest lie about retirement is the one almost every American believes? That the day your paycheck stops is the day your wealth starts dying. That, once you clock out for the last time, your bank account begins a slow, painful countdown. But what if that's completely wrong? What if retirement isn't the end of building wealth, but the moment your money finally goes to work full-time? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why many retirees in America actually see their net worth stay strong or even grow after they stop working. Here's the first shift you need to understand. Retirement does not mean your income drops to zero. It means your job income stops. That's it. By the time most Americans retire, they've spent decades building assets. They've funded a 401k. They've contributed to an IRA. They may have a brokerage account. They might own their home. Maybe they own dividend stocks or even rental property. When retirement begins, the paycheck ends, but the assets don't. And those assets keep producing returns. That's the part most people miss. During your working years, you trade time for money. In retirement, your money trades for time. If your plan is built right, your investments become your new paycheck. And that's where things start getting interesting. Let's talk about expenses. Working in America is expensive. You commute, you pay for gas, you maintain your car, you buy work clothes, you eat out because you're busy, you may still have a mortgage, you might be helping your kids. Financially, a huge portion of your spending is directly tied to your job. But once you retire, a lot of that disappears. No commute. No payroll taxes. No retirement contributions. For many retirees, the mortgage is already paid off. That alone can free up thousands of dollars every month. Here's what most people don't expect. Retirees typically spend far less than they thought they would. Many studies show that Americans in retirement spend around 60 to 70% of what they spent while working. Think about that. If you were spending $8,000 a month before retirement, you might only need $5,500 after you stop working. That gap changes everything, because if you withdraw less than you planned, your portfolio has room to grow. Now let's talk about the real engine behind retirement wealth: compounding. Compounding doesn't stop just because you stop working. If you retire with a $1 million diversified portfolio, earning an average of 6 to 7% annually, that's roughly $60,000 to $70,000 in potential growth per year. If your yearly expenses are $50,000 and that's all you withdraw, mathematically your portfolio can still increase. Yes, markets go up and down. There will be tough years, but over long periods, diversified investments have historically trended upward. When your growth rate matches or beats your withdrawal rate, your wealth keeps stacking up even in retirement. This is where the well-known 4% rule comes in. The idea is simple. Withdraw about 4% of your portfolio annually, adjust for inflation, and historically your money has had a strong chance of lasting 30 years or more. In many market cycles, portfolios following that strategy didn't just survive, they grew. That means retirees were living their lives while their net worth quietly climbed in the background. Social Security is another major factor for many Americans. It creates a guaranteed income floor if you delay claiming benefits until age 70 instead of taking them early. Your monthly check increases significantly. That higher guaranteed income reduces pressure on your investment accounts. If your essential bills are mostly covered by Social Security, you don't need to pull as much from your 401,000 or IRA. More money stays invested, and invested money keeps compounding. Taxes also become more flexible in retirement. Without a full-time salary, many retirees fall into lower tax brackets. That opens the door to smart planning. You can control how much you withdraw each year. You can manage capital gains. You can slowly convert traditional IRA funds to Roth accounts. Strategic withdrawals mean less money going to taxes and more money staying in your portfolio. Every dollar that stays invested continues working for you. There's also a mindset shift that happens when people retire. During your career, spending can be emotional. You reward yourself. After stressful weeks, you convenience spend because you don't have time. Retirement slows life down. Many retirees cook more at home. They plan purchases. They focus on travel, hobbies, and time with family instead of status spending. That natural reduction in impulse spending helps protect wealth long term. Risk management improves too. Many retirees move away from risky speculation. They shift toward diversified portfolios that balance growth and stability. They may hold broad index funds, dividend-paying stocks, and bonds. This reduces extreme volatility and lowers the chance of panic selling, because one of the biggest threats to retirement wealth isn't the market itself, it's emotional decisions during market downturns. Staying invested allows compounding to do its job. Here's something even more surprising. Many retirees simply don't spend as much as they could. They worry about healthcare costs. They worry about outliving their money. So they withdraw conservatively. That leaves large portions of their portfolio untouched for years, and that untouched capital continues growing quietly in the background. Longevity actually becomes an advantage. Retirement today can last 20 to 30 years. That's not short term. That's a long investment horizon. An average 6% return. Money can potentially double in about 12 years. That means someone retiring at 65 could see substantial growth by their late 70s if withdrawals remain disciplined. Time doesn't stop being powerful just because you stop working. But let's be clear, this doesn't happen by accident. The retirees who grow wealth usually followed strong fundamentals. They invested consistently. They avoided high-interest debt. They kept fees low. They diversified. They didn't chase trends. They stayed focused on long-term strategy instead of short-term headlines. If you're still building toward retirement, here's the takeaway. Max out your employer for $101,000. Match if you have one. That's immediate return. Invest consistently even when the market feels uncertain. Pay attention to expense ratios because high fees quietly eat into your long-term growth. Control lifestyle. Inflation so raises increase your investments, not just your spending. If you're approaching retirement, shift from accumulation to optimization. Build a clear withdrawal strategy. Estimate realistic expenses. Think carefully about when to claim Social Security. Plan tax-efficient distributions. Keep enough growth in your portfolio to stay ahead of inflation, but enough stability to handle volatility. Balance is everything. Here's the biggest mindset shift of all. During your working years, you work for money. In retirement, money works for you if your financial system is built right. Diversified investments, disciplined withdrawals, smart tax planning, controlled expenses. Retirement doesn't mean decline. It means freedom. So the real question isn't, will I run out of money? The real question is, have I built a system strong enough to let my money keep working without me? Because when your system is strong, the paycheck may stop, but the engine doesn't. And for many Americans who plan wisely, retirement isn't the end of wealth building. It's the moment their financial machine quietly takes over and keeps growing long after they've stepped away from work.